Welcome. Welcome. Good morning. Oh boy. Good morning. Put my toner on here. Wake up from a bad dream to listen to you to me live. That's good. You must have a horrible dream. I'm glad I didn't have no dream at all. I was straight. I was straight up asleep. There. No dream here. You can't go back to sleep. Oh no. That's a mess when you can't go back to sleep. Maybe drink some hot water and then you can go back to sleep. Why? What do you mean why? Sometimes you need to go back to sleep. Hello, John. Welcome. Good morning. Thank you very much. Whew. Yeah, I just woke up, got dressed and all that. Um, you was arguing with your ex fiance and you drink. Mm. You still miss your ex. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mm. That's not good when you miss your ex, you know. That's not good at all. When you start dreaming about somebody you used to be with, that's not good at all. Hey, Big Papa, how you doing? That's not good at all. Maybe you should get back with that person if you dreaming about them. Something about them you miss. Have you ever danced on the show Soul Train with Don Cornelius? No, I ain't never been on no Soul Train. How old you think I am? Why would I have been on Soul Train? It's too early, B. It's too early for that. Are you Florida from Good Times? Who the hell is Florida? I ain't never watched no Good Times. Half the people on this live stream ain't never even heard of Good Times. What are you talking about? I ain't never watched no Good Times. Well, what am I watching Good Times for? I ain't never watched that. Hi, mom. Who the hell is your mama? I I'm not your mama. Oh, y'all tripping this morning. I know some of y'all ain't took none of y'all vitamins or something or whatever. Y'all tripping. She took the kids. I don't miss her. Oh, you got kids with her? Oh, no, you probably missed the kids and not her. That's why you had a dream about her. You missed the kids. Now go have you some kids with somebody else. Find you somebody else to have some to flourish with. Find you somebody else that have some babies or something. Who's a little sluggish? You a little sluggish this morning? You need to get some pep in your step. Go drink you some fiber. Get that stuff out your body you ate last night. Accept a kick from a giraffe or get jumped by a pack of honey badgers. Um, I take that kick from the giraffe because I don't know what the honey badgers might do to me, so I take that kick. I know it's gonna hurt like hell, but everybody takes vitamins. If you don't take vitamins, you can't function. If you wondering why you been cranky, you been feeling horrible and all that kind of stuff, is because you vitamin deficient. Can you move that roll curl? What roll curl? What? What are you talking about? What? What are you talking about? It's too early. Oh, you made it. I feel like a good. Thank you, Carlos. Welcome to the community spaces. Um, yeah. So getting up. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you. The curl blocking our view. What curl? What are you talking about? Have you lost your mind? Everybody, make sure y'all get up, go take a dump, and then come back to the live stream. Sometimes you gotta get that get whatever's inside of you out so you can function. You know what I mean? Go do that and come back to the live stream. Get yourself together. Gather your thoughts. You done lost your mind. But get your mind back by taking some vitamins and coming back to the live stream. Don't come back until you fix yourself. I think it's too early for some of y'all. Why I'm so bright? Ugh. My boyfriend cheated on me with a bop. Okay, I don't know what a bop is. And we were in a relationship for like 4 years. Can you give me tips to feel better? What the hell's a bop? What's a bop first? He cheated on you with a robot? If anybody cheat on you, just forget about them and move on. Go talk to somebody else the next day, next hour. Soon as you find out they cheating, go talk to somebody else. That's all you gotta do. We live in this is 2026. Find you a new one. Go on to the next. As soon as you find out they talking to other people, you basically either in an open relationship or no relationship at all. They don't want to be in it no more. And if they don't want to be in it, that is fine. That is okay. You go find you somebody else immediately. Talk to several people at once. Until you decide you want to settle down with one person. Talk to as many people as you can. A lot of people don't know how to be faithful. You can't put all your eggs in one basket. You know what I mean? It's silly to do so. It's silly to put when we finna collab, Big Mama. Collab on what? What we collabing on? What we collabing on? Yeah, cheek back. You know, or don't or break up or something. I don't know. Thank you, Carlos. Mm-hmm. Meat to meat. The hell that mean? Um, I don't know what you mean by meat to meat, but it sounds like you having an issue. Figure that out and come back. Oh, yeah. You know, maybe a duet or some sports betting pics videos. What the hell that mean? Mm-hmm. Thank you, Cole. Would you rather do the splits on a pineapple or a cactus? Hello, Prince. Would you wait a second? Would you rather do the splits on a pineapple or neither one? I like my insides. I don't want my insides damaged, so I'm not gonna do either one. I'm not doing no splits on no cactus or no pineapple. Sounds painful. I ain't into pain. I ain't into that. Powdered lips. You thinking about cocaine or something? I ain't got no powdered lips. Hello, Abdel. How you doing? You have nice skin. Thank you very much. I use an extremely I not it's not great, but I'm trying to get it better. I use a lot of toner, moisturizer every single day. Heavy on the moisturizer. Trying to keep are you okay? Hey Jeffrey, yes, I'm okay. Are you okay? Are you Chinese? I'm black. I'm like Frederick Douglass black. I am not Chinese. Your eyes, they are closed. If my eyes are closed, then how am I reading your comment? She's Malaysian. I am not Malaysian. I am not China black. I am Harriet Tubman black. Okay, I'm Harriet Tubman black. Oh, my eyes. I am not Chinese. I am not none of that. I come from the a family that used to eat chitlins. Uh hmm Good morning, Jason. Welcome to the freak show where people think I'm Chinese for some reason. Everybody keeps saying that I'm Chinese. I'm not from China or Samoan. I am not Samoan either. I am not. I am not Samoan. You be my Abe Lincoln. I don't know if I want to mess with Abe Lincoln now. I don't know about that. Yeah, I'm just black, guys. Black American. You know, that's it. Straight up black. You know, from Indiana. Mhm. Look more like a young George Washington, though. You think I look like George Washington? You really think I look like George Washington, a white man? What do you mean not you? You the one said it. You think I look like George Washington, a white man in a powdered wig? I got you feeling some type of way. You I need everybody to take a break. Go take y'all showers and stuff. Moisturize. Pull yourself together. Maybe eat something. If you've been starving yourself all night, go eat something. Come back. Y'all flipping out early in the morning. It's too early to be flipping out. How do we reach out to you for prayers? Prayers. Are you coming to me like I'm a preacher? Curls on fleek. That's all I'm talking about. Hmm. You gonna reach out to me for prayer? I ain't no prayer warrior. I ain't no prayer warrior. Now, you can leave a comment, and then I'll circle back on your comment and say, amen. You can leave your prayer in the comments, and then I'll say amen. Jesus love. Yes, yes, yeah, yeah. Jesus is the reason for the season. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you believe in what? I believe in Jesus Christ. I don't go to church though. I don't go to church, but I do believe in Jesus. That's about it. Can't tell you nothing else. I believe in Jesus Christ, his Lord and Savior, and that's about it. I don't do nothing else. Hmm. Light has a way of going in. What the hell that mean, Tyler? What does that even mean? Do you believe in aliens? Um, I'm partial on the aliens. Hell, we might be the aliens. I don't know. We all could be aliens right now. Right? I ain't gotta go to church. Hmm. Do you believe in the afterlife? I think you come back. Yes, I think you come back. Because too many kids nowadays have like an older mind and stuff like that. Like they remember something and they act a certain way and stuff like that. So yeah, I think you come back. So you gotta be a good person. Are you gonna come back in the same? I think if you are a horrible person, you are gonna keep repeating your horrible life over and over until you learn your lesson. So when you die, you come back as the same horrible person. Yeah, I think that. I think that. So be careful. If you have a horrible life, if you a horrible person, you gonna come back as the same horrible person over and over again until you learn your lesson. That's what I believe. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. The future is cooked. Maybe so. But that's why you gotta be careful how you treat people. You treat people bad and you always the center of chaos and stuff like that. You done with this life for real? Why? Well, you better fix it before you go. You better fix your life, whatever you done. You better make amends, fix it. Whatever you done that's horrible, because I'm telling you, you're gonna keep repeating it until you get it right. What if everyone else is chaotic? You entertain it. If you entertain the chaos, then you still gonna repeat the same life over and over again. If you put a stop to it and stop hanging around chaos, then you may have a chance for a different life in the next one. But if you keep entertaining chaoticness and a big circus all the time, you always got some shit going on. You always gonna have that same kind of light every single time. There are some people, believe it or not, who create chaos to keep from accountability. There are people who actually create a circle of chaos to keep from accountability all the time. And so those people are going to, when they die, they're going to repeat the same chaotic craziness every single time. I'm going to treat you to a buffet. Happy. I don't do buffets. I'm not that kind of fat. I'm not that kind of fat to do buffets, so you can't take me to no buffet. Can you shout out trends from Massey East? Hey Massey, you would be a very good mom. I am a mom. You moving to the woods. Why you moving to the woods? What why you moving to the woods? To escape the chaos? Just move to a different location. You ain't gotta move to the woods. Move to a different state. If you always surrounded by chaotic people and people acting crazy all the time, you have to move, to a different location, move to a different state, move to a different country. Sometimes if you want to get things on the good foot, you got to start in another place. Massey East, Massey East is chaotic. Mm-hmm. Move you in where? You can't live with me. You can't live with me. I'm not somebody you can live with. I'm not a good person to live with, to be honest. I ain't. I'm not. I realize that. I'm probably the worst person you could possibly live with. Hey, Woo Woo, how you doing? I'm a horrible person to be in the same house with. To live with, yeah. I'm too mean, to be honest. I thought of the whole earth is chaotic. The whole earth is in, all everywhere is in chaos or stress or whatever, but you can avoid chaos by being a good person, letting people know where you stand, not inviting it. Thank you by my hair. The problem here is everyone know me. Yeah, you gotta move. When everybody knows you, know your business, know who you talking to, like look at him. There he go dating another one. He just left the other one. Here he go dating another one. There he go. There he go again. Got 10 more kids. Look at him. Look at him. Yeah, yeah. He ain't got no job. Yeah, he lost a job last week. Mm-hmm. If you in that circle of people and everybody know your business, everybody know you and know what you doing, and know you crazy or chaotic or what, you gotta move away from that and start all over. What time is it? It's 7:47 a.m. You gotta move away from that. Start over. I was talking to a man one time on a live stream and back in the day when I used to do POF live stream. And he moved away to Iowa to get away from the crazy people. Got to Iowa and he ended up meeting even more crazy people. Ended up on drugs. So I said, "Damn!" I said, "Well, so maybe if chaos is everywhere you go, maybe it's you. Maybe it's you. It's you. At that point, people be creating stuff on purpose to avoid things, but you messing yourself up, creating all this silliness. Even the gas station workers know me. See, that's too much. And when the gas station people know you, that's too much going on. Yeah. See, I gotta go to different gas stations and stuff. I gotta, you ain't gonna never know me. I go to like 8 different ones. So people don't know who I am and stuff. You gotta rotate. You can't keep going to the same one all the time unless you want people to know you. So that tells me if you go to the same one all the time, you want to be a familiar face. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I believe. If you found some crazy people in Iowa, I think you something is wrong. Something wrong with you. Sometimes you gotta examine yourself and say, "Am I the crazy? Am I the one that's nuts here?" If chaos follow you everywhere you go, it's definitely you. It's something you got going on. You the problem. You the problem. And you gotta fix that. You gotta take a mirror to yourself and say, okay, it's me. Let me fix me. Are you from North Carolina? Nope, I'm not from North Carolina. I'm from Indiana. Yeah, you gotta go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go to different gas stations, and then you need to move and figure out if it's you or not. That's the problem. Pretty sure. I mean, I could take a guess, saying it might be you. To be honest, it might be you. Something wrong with you. I don't know. I don't know, but let's test it out. Move to a new city and see if there's more chaos. If there's more chaos, it's definitely you. What about everybody know everybody and can't leave the hood, so I gotta go to one gas station. Don't get gas. Don't get gas. Don't get no more gas. Well, why is there only one gas station where you live? Have you ever been out of the outer perimeter? You need to venture out. You've been trapped and locked in to one area. You need to start venturing out. Once you start traveling beyond your environment, you start to realize there's some real nice shit out here. You be riding around, you be like, oh God, oh, there's trees. Oh God, where I live ain't no trees. You start seeing trees, all kind of grass, new animals outside. You know what I mean? New roads. So you need to start driving out of your perimeter, and go out, on the outskirts of where you live and start going to different gas stations, venture out to grocery stores that you can't afford. You know what I mean? That's what I used to do. My mama has taught me to go out, see beyond your environment and just go. She had us going to grocery stores that I knew we couldn't afford. I said, no, no, we can't afford to be in this damn grocery store. Look at this, look at the prices. But you know what? That's what I do. I still go to those places. I still I've been in captivity. Yeah, yeah, you gotta break out, man. Man, you gotta break out. You gotta break out and you know, go outside the gate. Don't feel like you locked in. Go out, go beyond the gate. You know, you got free will. Sometimes people forget they got free will to move about. They think they're trapped in their little area. No, no, no. All you need is a car and a driver license. You know, once you got that car and that driver's license, all you got to do, oh, is some insurance. Car, driver license, insurance. All you gotta do is jump in it. Program your destination in your GPS and go and ride beyond the city limits and just keep driving. You know. What about going to different? Don't do that. Don't go to different hoods. You know what I mean? Because Each hood has their own code, their own code and language and stuff. And you go over there thinking that it's okay to eat Takis and drink orange soda or something, and on the corner, and they may hate that. You know what I mean? They may fight you because of that. You don't go from hood to hood. You in the hood one time, and then you move to something different. You only do a one hood trial. You know what I mean? A one hood trial. You don't do two. You don't do two. You don't move from hood to hood. You move from hood to something different than the hood. You know what I mean? Uh, I want to wake up to this face. What face? I'm moving back to old block. Good luck. Good luck on that. You don't. People don't move back to the hood. You move from the hood to better pastures. You know what I mean? You don't move back. You don't roll back the clock. I'ma just I just got out, so it really feel like I'm still talking to my wall. Oh, you just got out of prison? Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry you just got out of prison. Now, you just got out of prison. You definitely don't want to go to no hood. You definitely don't want to go to no hood. You just got out of prison. So what you need to do is go to the library. You just got out of prison. You need to spend time with books in the library, and then make a plan for your life. To be better, do things differently, not be upset, not let things upset you. When things make you upset, go draw, paint, put your energy into something else. Don't let anger control your destiny. People a lot of times let situations and temporary situations cause them long-term pain. And for what? hmm The hood is better than the birds. Maybe. It may be. Yeah, be with your son. Teach your son, different things. Teach your son to never go behind those prison walls. How to deal with anger, how to deal with being disappointed. They don't like you in your hood. See, you the problem. You the problem. You the problem. If they don't like you in your own hood, you are the issue. The hood, the people that live in the hood are usually, they treat each other nice. They treat each other good because they know everybody in the same situation. So that must be you. That's a you problem. We ride razor scooters. That's nice. You grew up in the burbs. That is not it. That is not it. That is not it. Um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, if you live in the hood, you know, you can have a decent life, even living in the hood, if you do things the right way. Just because you live in the hood don't mean you live horrible or you don't take care of your stuff and all kinds of stuff. You can live in the hood and have a good life too, depending on how you take care of things. I'm gonna show him trying to be. He only 3. I be making him cry for him. First of all, why are you making him fight? Why are you making him? You don't need to do all that. You don't need to make him fight and all that kind of stuff. You need to be more concerned about how he deal with situations when things don't go his way. How to channel his anger. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to be doing. Not showing him how to beat people up. That's the wrong answer. Every time somebody make you mad, you gonna beat them down. That's not good. So, you need to learn you need to tell him how to channel his anger. Every situation ain't worth a beat down. Sometimes people need to learn how to use their words and talk and express that they're disappointed. Express that they upset with their words, not with their fist. You got a man? No, I ain't got nobody. I'm too mean. I've learned recently I am too mean to have somebody in my life. I'm not a nice person. So I'm too mean. So there's that. Mhm. Yeah, channel your anger. Learn how to draw. Learn how to do some write music, play music. Even if you ain't gonna be you're not gonna be the next Jay-Z or nothing like that. But still, you can always write music, play music, draw, learn some new skill, learn how to code, learn how to build a AI. Learn how to build computers or tap into engineering or do something different other than being out here acting a fool in the streets for no reason. We don't need more men in prison. You know, learn how to control your emotions. I know men say, "Oh, men are not emotional." Okay, you're not crying, but that's emotion when you react and you hit somebody. You kill somebody. That's an emotion. That's an emotion all day. When you hit, slap, kill somebody, that's emotion. So don't tell me you're not emotional. That's an emotional act. Because a rational person uh is not gonna act like that. They're not gonna do that. Oil up and do yoga when you mad. Who doing that? Who is oiling up and doing yoga? Hmm. You can handle an attitude. Yeah, I got the worst kind of attitude. I'm very mean. Um, Very hard to deal with, highly complicated, complex. Cause you're talking to a person that got emotional intelligence. I can see through people. And once I peep your behavior, I just watch you and watch your behavior and how you do, how you act. Sometimes I go along with what you saying, what you doing to see the end goal. Some people think they get over on you. And it's not that they getting over on you. Sometimes you allow it. You allow it to happen. You allow certain things to happen just to see how far a person gonna go. And I have no problem watching people and seeing how far they go, seeing how crazy they get to a certain point, and then I'm out. Then I'm done. After I get done dealing with the craziness, or I call out that craziness or behavior. And if you try to turn it back on me and say, "Oh, well, something wrong with you," then I know it's time to go. Um, you just saying insults and man told you you're not me. I am mean, you know. I'm a mean person. So you can see me. Yeah, I can see it. That's why you can't lie to me. I'll let you lie to me for as long as you need to. And I'll look at it and examine it and step back and say, "Wow, this person really going this far to lie to my face." You know, I've dealt with people that manipulate and all kind of stuff because they want to either avoid accountability, and that's why they're trying to manipulate, or uh they're manipulating to get a benefit, or act like they don't need something. Sometimes people manipulate you to avoid feeling like they need something, or to protect their own ego. And I can see that. I can see when you are trying to protect yourself. You know, I can see when you're trying to protect yourself. And so I'm that kind of person that's, if I can see all of that. So there's no reason. You might as well just be very open and honest with me instead of trying to create a circus of manipulation to avoid accountability, or to avoid hurting yourself, or to avoid, or to try to keep up that character that you painted for yourself. Some people paint a character of themselves that is saying everything is good, but then they know there are things that are wrong going on in their life, but they want to have this character, this shield, that everything is fine. And I can see through that. You like a natural mean woman. What's your number? What's my number? Thank you, Prince. I'm from Indiana. Um, Life changing saving advice talking about. I am. I am a mean person. I'm not the easiest person to deal with. I'm not easy to deal with because I can catch on to craziness. I will even tell you I can see it. If you keep doing it, I'ma just keep watching. I should have been I should have been like a therapist or something, psychiatrist or something. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. There are a lot of people that are walking around in protection mode, protecting themselves all day long because they don't want to be misunderstood. They don't want to act like they need something. They don't want they don't want to take accountability for anything, and so they are in protection mode all day long. And so they have to create a circus of stories, lies, and everything to protect themselves, which is crazy. I can't imagine living like that. I cannot imagine living like that. That, to me, your mind that's too crazy to do that to your own brain, to create this circus of nonsense. And then you wonder why everybody else is confused around you. They confused as to why you doing all this. A good example, because people don't understand manipulation sometimes. A good example is, let's just say you are going somewhere. You're going somewhere. You far from home, but you're on your way back home. You know you don't have no money in your pocket. You know you don't have no money in your pocket, but yet you need to you need to buy something. You need desperately to buy this one thing. You don't have no money. So instead of calling a person that you know and saying, hey man, I need $20. I don't have it right now. Can you loan me $20? Instead of saying that, a person who is manipulative and is all in their mind, instead of asking that person for $20, they're going to create a whole circus as to trying to get you to give them the $20 without them really asking. They're gonna call you and say, "Hey, I'm just now coming into town, and I'm gonna be late to this certain place, and all of this, and all this person's gonna be upset that I'm gonna be late, and blah blah blah. Uh, uh, I'm trying to get this product or whatever. I'm trying to get this product, but I don't have time to go get it, and da da da. Since you close by, can you get the product for me? And then if you hesitate, they'll say, well, if you can't get it, I'll have so and so do it. That's about 30 minutes away from there. Or whatever. And then you feel some type of guilt, and you'll say, well, since I'm close by, I'll just go get it for you. Oh, okay, okay, that'll work. Creating this whole circus of situation, victim, and then you the savior. So situation, victim, and then you the savior. You know what I mean? That's manipulation. Instead of coming straight and saying, I need this $20 for this, because you don't wanna make it seem like you don't have the money. You're just you're inconvenienced right now. You just need somebody to go get it. That's manipulation. That's manipulation on a level that is absolutely insane. And people do this all the time. So when people do this to you, you acknowledge it for yourself and say, you know what, I can't deal with this person because these are the tactics that they use to get what they want out of me. You know what I mean? When people do this, you have to question what kind of character, what kind of person are they to do this to you. You know, people do this all the time. Create a whole situation just to avoid looking broke, they want to protect whatever character that they have built up. Good morning, Elm. How you doing? Good morning, Anton, good morning. Happy birthday. So people do that a lot. And so you have to be very smart and be very aware of people's tactics to protect themselves all the time. And I don't know where this comes from. I don't know if it comes from childhood and being accused of something that they didn't do, or constantly getting in trouble for things, and now they've learned to a way to get out of things by manipulating others, which is crazy. I just can't imagine my brain being wired like that, you know. And then they create this identity of themselves that is imperfection. And so everybody else around them in their mind is chaotic. Everybody around them is chaos. The character they have built is perfection. But everybody else around them something wrong. Those kind of people are very dangerous. They are very dangerous. They're very dangerous. Anytime you can create a whole story to protect yourself all the time. You're a dangerous individual. So be aware of wolves in sheep's clothing. Be aware. There are a lot of people out here operating like that. Anybody want some chitlins and coleslaw? Ain't nobody want that. Why you come in here with that? Nobody want no chitlins and no coleslaw for no breakfast. Anyway, don't nobody want that. Who eating chitlins in the morning? If you eat chitlins in the morning, something wrong with you too. If you eat chitlins, I don't trust you. In the morning for breakfast, I know what I'm missing. I know what I'm missing. Don't nobody want no chitlins for no breakfast. That sounds disgusting. I don't trust people that eat cottage cheese, chitlins. If you eat anything raw, yeah, there's something wrong. If you eat your food burnt to a crisp, something wrong with you. If you eat burnt food, raw food, chitlins, pig lips, all that kind of stuff, you eating the tongue of the animal, something is wrong. I can't trust you. Something wrong with you. So what question is about the turtles? Well, look, the question about the turtle is to provoke conversation and to provoke the mind. You know what I mean? And you eating chitlins is a whole different thing. You actually doing the act. This is hypothetical. You know what I mean? You actually sitting at a table right now with a plate full of guts and intestine, and you eating it. That's different. Hopefully one day you need monetize. I want to give you. Thank you very much. Yeah, one day we'll be making some money on YouTube. I don't know when, but we'll see. It's gonna take at least 2 years. 2 more years. It's gonna take 2 years to make anything off of any money off of YouTube. So I'm coming to you free will edition. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yes, hit the like and subscribe button. We trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. And that's how the YouTube content creators, they be in their videos and stuff. Hit that like button. We trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. I'm not even trying to get to 10. We trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. I don't know what that's gonna do anyway. It's not gonna do anything. They don't. YouTube don't care about the amount of subscribers. They care about is people watching your content. Let's go on a little date or something. What's a little date? You mean like Starbucks, or you mean like um Chili's? Now I go to a date to Chili's. I go to Chili's because Chili's got good margaritas. I'll go to Chili's, have a good time. I know the girlies these days out here in the world now, they don't want to go to Chili's and Applebee's. Now I won't go to Applebee's. I feel like that's going down. But I go to Chili's, you know, that's more upper class. I ain't going to Applebee's. I'll go to Chili's though. Thank you, Danny. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, you like both? I don't like Applebee's. We used to go there a lot as a when I was younger, all the time. But I don't like Applebee's. But Chili's is good. I'll go to Chili's. I go to Portillo's. Stuff like that. Olive Garden. That's a no. I will not be visiting Olive Garden. But I will go to Bonefish. You could take me to Bonefish. Um, um, I'll go Bonefish. I go Red Lobster. It got an upgrade, I guess. Who eat cold head? Who eat pig feet and hog head cheese? Mm-mm. I can't eat that. I can't eat no pig feet. You know, because it remind me of my own ankles. So why would I eat my own ankles? I don't want to eat no pig feet. I don't want to eat no hog head cheese. Sound disgusting. I don't want to eat that. Can I take you out? Where are we going? I just brought some new dresses. I just got some new dresses. I mean, they ain't here yet. They're not here yet. But I got some new dresses on the way, so I could go out. But I need some new shoes. I need new shoes. You know what I mean? I do need some new shoes. I do need some new shoes. But I could go out anytime. I'm ready. I got new hair. I got a couple packs of new hair and stuff like that. I can go out anytime. I keep my nails, ready. I'm ready. I'll go out. But I'm not going out to no buffet. You could forget that. You golden corral somebody else. I'm not doing no buffet because I ain't that type of fat person. I'm a fat person, but I'm not like that type of fat. I don't want to go to buffets, because I don't want you to see, what I could do at a buffet. You know what I mean? I don't. That's why I don't go to buffets because I don't trust myself. So I don't go at all. You know, I don't want to do no round two, round three, round four at the buffet. I don't trust myself, so I don't go to them places. I go to places that they barely give you enough food. Like Cooper's Hawk or something like that. I can go to Cooper's Hawk. They give you just enough, just enough. Just a taste of food. Indiana, you get full off the first plate. Yeah, it's not buffets are not it. That's not where you should be going. You know, right. Yeah, I don't trust myself there, so I won't be there. Now you could take me to get some ice cream. I'll do an ice cream date. You know what I mean? I love banana split. I will go on an ice cream date. I can do that. I can go I go for a breakfast date, like a good breakfast and have some pancake or something. I'm into that. You know what I mean? I eat some pancake and some bacon or something for breakfast, have a little nice coffee and call it a day. I don't have to do a nighttime evening, get dressed up to the nines type of date. I can just go with you to go get some breakfast. Um Now I don't know where to get breakfast, but we have a place here in Indiana called the Lincoln Pancake House, and they serve some very nice breakfast. So stuff like that, I'll do that.